Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is VirtualNunchucks. Hope this video finds you well on this Wednesday, and I hope that you're doing very, very well. I've got some news for you, mostly some dates, for like releases and stuff like that, but kind of important dates, and a mention of a giveaway that Sony is doing as part of their Play at Home initiative, and that they're going to continue. That they started way back when the pandemic hit and all that kind of stuff. So, some interesting stuff. So let's get into all this stuff. Plus, we've got some Nintendo news, and it's a busy day. All right, so the first one, and probably the most important one, if you were interested in announcements and things like that, is PlayStation is announcing a state of play effective tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Time, if you're on the West Coast. They're going to talk about 10 games. They're going to go into a deep dive on those 10 games. I'm not sure, but we're probably going to see Horizon Zero Dawn's Forbidden West. We're probably going to see, hopefully, some God of War Ragnarok. Who knows? Who knows what else we'll see? But looking forward to that, and if there's anything that comes out of that, like release dates or juicy details or anything like that, of course I'll let you know what it is on this channel. But again, that'll be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 2 p.m. Pacific Time if you're on the West Coast. So yeah. Also, if you are a racing fan, I have some bad news. Gran Turismo 7 has been delayed into next year, so sorry guys, you're gonna have to find your racing kicks someplace else. According to them, according to Sony, of course, that they said that the reason they did it was because of COVID and the challenges of working from home and stuff like that, especially in certain areas of the country, or if they're having to use assets from Japan, stuff like that. Certain areas of the world are still on lockdown and still having issues, so they said that they're just not up to spec, they're not ready to go, so they're going to push it back to next year, which I'm okay with. If you're not ready to go and you don't want to release the game yet, don't do it. Don't give us a buggy thing, because then you're just going to make people mad and lose customers. So yeah, give us a good game when it's ready. For now though, I do recommend things like Need for Speed Heat, or if you're into the real racing sim, look at F1, the F1 series, until Gran Turismo gets their game out. That's an option. Another game that's coming out on PlayStation 5 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That'll be out on March the 26th. Basically, it's a remaster, obviously, of those two original games. They're going to have the following specs in the new game: 120 frames per second at 1080p. If you want to do native 4K at 60 frames per second, you can do that. They're going to have faster loading times because of the implement with the SSD and all that kind of stuff in the system. Haptic feedback on your DualSense controller. Spatialized audio, so hopefully some give you an idea. Okay, this is below me, this is behind me, whatever. Hopefully it'll work the way they intend. High fidelity atmospherics, activities and game help, and cross-gen progression. So if you have a previous gen release of this title, you can port over your progress. Cross-gen. Yeah. So you can port over your progress over to the current gen, which is all really, really cool. So if you're a Pro Skater fan, Tony Hawk fan, and you've been wanting to play those two games on a beastly new system, you'll get your chance on the 26th of March. Okay, so there you go. That's pretty cool. Sony has also announced that they're giving away Ratchet and Clank to PS4 and PS5 owners starting on March. I think it's the March 1st. Yes, March 1st, starting at 8 p.m. Pacific or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until the end of the month, March 31st. Same times again, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for both PS4 and PS5 owners. It was previously available as a PlayStation Plus title, as well as I think it was in the PlayStation Collection on PS5 as well. But they figured they'd give it away to both consoles. If you have not picked it up already, you can download it starting on March 1st, the evening of March 1st. So that's pretty cool. I love those games. Those games are silly, they're fun. They are irritating, and I don't think I've ever actually finished one, but mostly because of my spatial awareness and things like that. Jumping on those platformers sometimes, due to my disability, sometimes is irritating, and that's why I never finished it. But they are fun to play with. Play with your kids or anything like that. You can play I can't even talk. Couch co-op, and play with your kids or your family or whatever, or play online. So it's just cool. I enjoy it. They're a lot of fun. I just never have finished one because I just can't get through some of those platforming levels. But anyway, it is what it is. Every year I keep trying to try again, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so there's that. So one other thing I want to mention real quick, and this is just going to date me and make me feel really old, is Nintendo. If you were wondering why a certain franchise was not celebrated this weekend, well, it's because marketing decided not to. But The Legend of Zelda turned 35 on Sunday, which makes me old because I can remember playing the original Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System and thinking that that game was amazing because it was semi-open world and you could find secret passages and run into crazy old people in caves and get potions from these people and you could like cast spells and catch stuff on fire or catch spells and like have your sword just shoot this like mirror image of itself and wipe out your enemies. It was really cool. You had to think about the size of your shield. You had to think about your inventory. You had to think about all this stuff. And as a kid, I remember going, wow, this is pretty cool. Everybody was playing it. All the kids in my neighborhood, we were playing it. It was also the first game that you could actually save your progress in a Nintendo game, or any game for that matter. So it was a golden cartridge, so you stuck it in the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it had a chip in there to let you save your progress. I think you can only save like maybe 2 games if you're lucky, maybe. But it would you could always hit continue, and it didn't have to put in a passcode or anything. You just hit continue, and it would load up your current game, which was totally cool, and it was revolutionary back in the day. So yeah, it turned 35, and I'm older than 35, so it just makes me feel old, and decrepit. So, but the reason that Nintendo did not celebrate it this weekend was because they're planning on doing a big marketing push with the next release of the game in the franchise. So whatever game they come out with in the franchise, maybe the marketing push will happen then to celebrate 35 years of Legend of Zelda. Here's the game, whatever. But that was the gist of the article there. So basically, here's what really happened this weekend. We'll celebrate it when we release our next game in the franchise. It's pretty cool. Like I said, it just makes me feel old, but it is what it is. I will address a rumor, okay? And I'm only going to mention that, again, this is a rumor that was released a day ago from creativeblog.com. Nintendo says that they're going to release, or at least this leaker says that they're going to release a Super Nintendo Switch Pro in the near future, with no details whatsoever except that they have supposed information, and the only reason I'm even mentioning this rumor is because it is from a credible rumor person who usually is correct on this blog. So if you're not happy with your Nintendo Switch, or you didn't like the Nintendo Switch Lite, apparently they're going to up the fidelity, and they're going to, change the whole system, except making it look cool. Bigger screens, brighter screens, things like that. So we shall see how that goes. Personally, I think the Nintendo Switch is still a good console, and I don't think they need to release a new one, but you never know. We'll keep an eye on that rumor just to see. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I will mention one other thing real quick. If you want to participate in an MLB The Show 21 tech test, there is a way to sign it up. Just Google it, okay? Because you're not allowed to share links and all that kind of stuff unless you're an official press, and officially I am not. I'm a YouTuber. So you Google the test, MLB The Show 21 tech test, sign up, and PlayStation will give you a link to sign up. If you're accepted into the program, there are some rules you have to follow to participate. One of them is, of course, you can't talk about it, talk about what you've seen. You can't record any content. You cannot blog about it. You can't show video clips, any of that stuff. There's a whole list of rules on the page. And if you violate those rules, you will never be asked into the testing program again, probably, and your account will be suspended. So keep that in mind. But you can sign up for it. It's taking place. It started actually yesterday and will take place for the next week or two to test it for both Xbox and PS consoles. So, yeah, if you want to, sign up and go for it. You will be, if you can participate, you'll get an invite, okay, probably on your system of choice, okay, and then it'll be like on your notifications or whatever. At least on PlayStation, it's on notifications if you get an invite, from what I'm reading here. Wherever you do it on the Xbox is where you get yours. But you get an invite, and then you accept the invite, download the program, and then, of course, you can participate until the trial is over. So if you're interested in doing that, if you want to do that, Google it again. MLB The Show 21 Tech Test, sign up. And the link will be there. And if you are invited, Sony has rules to follow, and please follow them, or you might never be able to participate again, and your account will be suspended. There's also a private forum that they're going to set up, or already set up, to talk about the game, the issues you're finding, stuff like that. You can play Diamond Dynasty in casual mode, and as well as several other modes. When I say modes, like casual, beginner, intermediate, whatever your skill level is. And then they also have Diamond Dynasty against the computer. They have Diamond Dynasty against players, so they can test the servers and stuff like that as well. So if you want to get involved with that, jump on there and see if you can sign up. If you're accepted, great. If you're not, don't feel too bad. Okay. These kind of things happen more often than not. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Hope this video was helpful. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook.com/VirtualNunchucks. All of these articles that I talked about and all these things that I talked about are also on my Twitter account, @VNunchucks. If you're not following me over there, you should, because I talk about stuff on my Twitter account, on this channel, and news and all that kind of stuff. But I also post a lot of stuff over there that I don't always get on this channel, so take a look at it. Don't forget, you can also follow me over here. Subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. And like the video if it did help you at all, because it does help the channel find other people, and other people find my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Zelda game was. Let me know what you guys are playing. Whatever you want to talk about in the comment section below. I can't wait to talk to you guys. I always like to do that. So, yeah, there's that. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have a great day. Tomorrow we'll pick back up with Batman episode 5 of The Enemy Within. Yeah, that made a lot of sense, didn't it? But you know what I'm talking about. We're going to continue that episode that you're seeing on the screen. And then once we get through Batman, the plan is to do Ancestors Humankind Odyssey, a survival game that I've never played before. I've never played a survival game, and probably because I just don't want to die and I don't want to have to start all over again and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to give it a shot, see what we think and how we feel about it, and maybe make it a series. I don't know. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you in the next video.